Welcome to lesson number 8. In lesson number 8, I'm going to teach you how to sharpen your sword. This is an incredible skill that you must master how to do, because when you finish writing, you're not finished. You're not finished understanding and improving your skills. Imagine writing is like having a sword, but this sword is old and rusty and it needs to be sharpened. This is the skill of editing. Learning how to edit is like learning how to sharpen your sword for the battle. There's a famous quote that I love by Abraham Lincoln that says, "Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe." That editing is the skill that allows us to sharpen the axe to be able to improve our skills in communication, and writing is one of the foundational skills that allow us to take our writing and our communication to the next level. This affects our speaking, this affects our thinking, this affects everything about how to communicate well. So learning how to edit will teach you an ultimate skill to be able to analyze your own ideas and learn how to sharpen your sword to become ready for battle. Learning how to write is learning how to communicate. Learning how to write is learning how to think. Learning how to think is learning how to act. So writing and editing is one final step that a lot of people skip over. But it's the crucial step from going from intermediate to advanced learner, because it's where you're going to see all the areas that you need to improve and be able to be aware of and be able to transform in order to get to the next level in your English communication skills. This self-assessment ability is the crucial step in not being dependent on other people to be able to improve your writing skills. It's very important that you understand the difference between writing and editing. These are completely different mindsets, and they should be done at completely different times. It's clear from scientific studies that we actually use a different type of mindset while doing each of these activities. Writing is a creative activity and editing is not. Never do both at the same time. So when you finish your essay, you should be in a creative mood. You should be writing and enjoying expressing ideas and coming up with new thoughts, new imaginations, and trying to express yourself creatively. Writing should be a fun and creative process. However, editing is using the other side of our mind. We have the left side and the right side of the brain, and this editing is using the other side of the brain to be able to rationally and reasonably go through the writing, finding areas of weakness and analyzing and reasoning how you can improve them. So the main point is that while you're doing the editing part, you should do it at another time. Never write and then edit. Take a break in between. So you should write your essay, be creative, enjoy the process, go away, have a break, go to sleep, wake up the next day, and before you start to do another activity, begin to edit, because you'll be in a different mind frame. It's really important that you learn how to use your left and right brain thinking to be able to apply these techniques in the most effective manner. Perfect. So the benefits of post-writing review or editing. Why should we edit? Editing allows writers to refine their ideas, ensure that their writing is clear, logical, and coherent. A lot of students, their main issue is their inability to actually argue logically when they're having a conversation in English. And if we work on the skeleton system, refining and building this kind of logical, clear, coherent way of speaking, it's going to help us to be able to relax and use even more advanced ideas, phrases, thoughts, and expressions. But if we have a murky, confusing, and illogical way of expressing ourselves, even the most beautiful, fantastic, advanced words will never help us to be able to communicate clearly. They'll just appear messy. And we want to take those words that we spent a lot of time learning and be able to show them off in a way that others can see that we understand them and have the skill to be able to use them in communication. Another reason why we edit is it helps us to understand and become aware of the mechanics of the grammar. Editing helps us to identify and correct grammatical errors, punctuation mistakes, and spelling issues. By paying attention to those details, writers can enhance their professionalism and credibility in their writing, but it will also communicate and translate to your speaking skills. If you're able to see when you're using the present perfect, the past perfect, if conditionals, and you begin to become aware of how you use them and when you should use them, which are all extremely important for getting a 7, 8, or 9 in the IELTS writing and in the IELTS speaking, you'll begin to be consciously aware of when you use them also in your speaking exam, which is extremely powerful to be aware of what grammar are you using, have you used certain grammar, and have you shown the marker that's either in the speaking or the writing that you know how to use these more advanced ways of communication in English. Editing also helps you with precision and accuracy. It's where you begin to take away words that you repeat, words that are not clear, words that are lacking the ability to communicate complicated ideas, and you start to advance your accuracy in word choice, precision, and your ability to actually show the large vocabulary that you have, that you're able to use it in the right context at the right time. By developing the skills of editing, you go through your ideas, you see where you're repeating or where you don't know the words to express exactly what you want to say, and you start to learn those phrases and words and put them into the writing, which begins to recall and reinforce that language for you so it's available in other situations in the future when you're doing other writings or when you're speaking in English. So, quick 4-step editing process to be successful in this. Step 1. You want to thoroughly read through your writing, noting overall structures, main arguments, and key points, making sure you make everything that's unclear or inconsistent and needs to be improved. You should underline, mark, or highlight to make sure that you become aware of what you will need to be working on. Step number 2. An in-depth review. You can utilize the Firecracker PDF, which is my Firecracker checklist that I've made just for this Winter Whiz Challenge, to be able to identify exactly which areas of your essay are the key components that you need to make sure that you're able to do effectively and efficiently every single time. This will give you an idea of which areas to focus on, the clarity, organization, and coherence, grammar, punctuation, and style of your essay, and you can download that in the link below this video. And you should print it out or save it to your phone so that as you're going through your edit, you'll identify, tick off exactly which of these areas you have done successfully and which other areas you've maybe missed or you haven't paid attention to and you need to notice for next time. Now that we have gone through our criteria, this Firecracker checklist is going to help us evaluate each aspect objectively. When we're finished our writing, we're probably thinking it's great, or maybe we don't, but we think subjectively. Here we want to evaluate objectively. Did I use this particular type of grammar? Did I write a good topic sentence? Did I use linkers, etc.? Once we've been able to analyze our own writing with this type of objectivity, it will help us to go to step 3, which will be to prioritize one area of improvement based on your review. Once we've finished our review of our writing, we need to focus only on one area that we're going to fix for the next writing. That could be topic sentence, that could be overall structure, it doesn't matter. We're going to write a new essay, but we're going to make sure that we focus on one specific way that we're going to improve for the next stage. Then step number 4, which is extremely useful. Once you've edited your own, then you can seek for expert feedback. Not before. First mark your own essay. First edit your own ideas. Then you'll learn the skill of being able to become a more advanced communicator in English. You'll be able to build your own ideas and improve your own way of thinking in English, which is an incredible skill and extremely powerful for your future careers. But also get some expert feedback to see if something that you didn't notice or maybe something you've missed, because an expert will be able to see more clearly the issues that you're making, and then you'll be able to shine a light on all the areas where you can keep improving over time, and with progress and with dedication you will arrive to your destination of becoming fluent in English. So go get your last essay, essay number 7, and edit it before you write essay number 8. And when you arrive to essay number 8, focus on one thing that you learned from essay number 7 that you feel like you could improve, and focus only on that one thing in the essay number 8 that I'll also leave in the link below. This has been the Winter Whiz Challenge, an incredible way for you to improve part 2 of the IELTS exam. And I have been Coach Phoebe, who's been here to help you. Well done for arriving to lesson number 8, to the end of this journey. I hope that it's helped you. And if it has, let me know. I like to hear your feedback. And I wish you all the best on your journey with IELTS and with English. Get in the game.